going on right now? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So I was just waiting to see the war shit falling right now. How's it going so far?
It's going. It's kind of, it usually picks up right now, but it hasn't.
So, all right. So, now, first question right here. How did you get introduced to the Too Cool to Con channel? I don't know if I asked you this before, but we're going to go through it.
You actually haven't asked me that before. I don't know. Like I was just scrolling on YouTube and the channel popped up, so I just started watching it.
Like you said before, that came across us, your child's father. Is he like still get all the business and everything? Still, like in the game, like you in the game right now?
Um, mm, he isn't. Mine is more of a. I have to think about my child. Like I'd have to think for my child. A lot of things would be different. With disrespect to any man out there, but men they have the obligation that they have to take care of their child. They're not like they can get up and walk away. A woman, essentially, a real woman, I would say, can't like just get up and walk away from their child. So, to be honest, yeah, he still he still does what he does. I'll say that.
Okay. How does he feel about you still, doing your little thing, whatever?
But I will say that has been a cause for distress in our relationship. I'm a very independent woman, so I think that's one reason why we're not together, because I didn't slow down after I had our child. So I kind of like I took a step back, but I still like stayed in the aspect of the game, and he didn't like that.
It's understandable. It's understandable. So, have you ever like kind of boosted or, did anything of the sort?
Like, okay, so
You getting down dirty on this one? Come on, man.
I'm laughing because that's my expertise. My expertise is boosting and other things that I've been arrested for and charged for, like the financial fraud and credit card fraud and stuff like that. And that's my expertise. That's how I get money. So boosting is like, that's something that I'm very good at. I'm not gonna lie about it. I boost, but I want to clarify some things on when I say boost. I'm not stealing a pair of jeans. I'm not stealing grocery items. I'm not doing stuff like that. Like there is a message to what I do, and if I do get caught, that's seeing as I already have a record that I do have time hanging over my head. Not to go into it too much. I don't need nobody calling the people on me, because some people are just for real the police.
Yeah. We know that. But, as far as like, your living situation right now, what I'm saying? How you living, are you living comfortably? Are you living plush? Or, as far as like, decked out crib, studio apartments, things like that?
the reason why I do what I do is because like I said when we talked, a couple of days ago, I do what I do so I can afford to the way I want to for me and my child. So no, I'm not staying in no. I'm not. I'm not. I'm living lovely. I would say that me and my child are living lovely.
Like you can't be in the bathroom and still cooking dinner at the same time. You know?
Right. I'm not staying in efficiency. Not staying in no studio. We all have our own place. I'm trying to make some moves where I can translate it to ownership, but it's kind of hard when you don't work a 9 to 5. If you feel what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So, you know, have you ever sold your body, or whatever, anything like that?
I kind of went into that last time we talked, and that's not my expertise. But like I said, I sell whatever I have to sell. I have to do what I got to do, and so in that aspect, the part of that game, yes, I have. I'm not a professional. I would say, and like if someone asked me, if I was a lady of the evening, I would say no because that's not my specialty per se. But I've done it before. Yes, I have. I don't. There's no shame in my game. But I would be considered a renegade because I didn't have a man. I didn't have a folks. My child's father wasn't. He wasn't my P. He was somebody that got money, but I didn't have to report back to him and split no money with him and do anything like that when it came to that situation.
Now, does your child know what you do, or like?
No, that'd be a hell no.
What if your child happens to find out what you? How would you like explain that to them? Like,
I think that would be an interesting conversation. We got some years for that. My child is still relatively young, so I got some time, and I do have an exit. I do have an exit strategy. I don't want to be doing this for another 10, 15 years. I have an exit strategy that I'm trying to work out, and I need I will need my child's father's help on getting out of this situation. Well, this part of the game, because I don't plan on doing it for that much longer. It's hectic. It's stressful. I don't like having to always look over my shoulder when I do certain things and being overcautious. You can't, it's a lot of things you have to be leery of.
a lot of CIs out there that feel what you're doing and want to tattletale. Did you see Rick's comment right there?
I was going to say, so has any drill leader ever tried to shoot Shad at you? Of course, all the time. All the time. It's
That'll be my next question too.
yes, all the time. It's a no-go. I can't. The type of woman I am will not allow me. I just can't. I can't do it because it's just like, I'd rather have a partner, and and this is not any disrespect to any ladies or any P's, but I need a partner, not somebody who, I don't view their type of relationship or partnership. Someone I feel like is doing 85% of the work, and then somebody reaping most of the benefits. And no, I don't think so.
So how do you feel about ladies that sell their bodies and have the
like it's for someone to, to be calling me out my name and telling these P's they have a problem with calling women the D word. Like, that, I ain't for it. I see we got another question. Sorry, you saying transient touch. Oh my God. I wouldn't know if they were transient rates, but I would say that I have heard some people, best lines and them talking about you should pay me, and my thing is, why should I pay you? What have you done for me to even put any money in your pocket? What have you done for me besides shoot some tired ass lines and think you sharp? Really not. I don't think so. If I was gonna pay a man, it'd be my child's father, and I've never had to pay him.
Okay. I got this one question. I have a homeboy. He's playing, he was in the P game and all this shit, but he used to be a game banger like back in the day. This was like within the few years, you know what I'm saying? Let's say about 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying? He had one broad or whatever, I guess she was getting money from him, whatever, but we met up one time, me and him met up with the little broad one time, and she like gave him a few dollars, and then, she was like hiding money from all and shit, you know what I'm saying? And cussing him out, saying fuck you and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like after the little situation, after he finally got all the money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He all like, yeah, sometimes I like to negotiate with these hoes. Do you think real P's like negotiate with their hoes, or do they take the female high money from, what's your take on that?
Like, what do you mean? Like repeat that kind of, I'm sorry.
Okay, like, I had a homie, he was trying to be a little P, so-called say he was P, that, say like 1,000 pimping and shit, but it's that we met up with, she was hiding money from him and shit. He said, like, yeah, I like to negotiate with these hoes, you know what I'm saying? Do you think real P's like really negotiate with the females and have them hiding money from them and all that? You think the game is a little too weak for that, or do you think, but he was like a game banker like a few years before me?
See, he wasn't really what I could say of what I do.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Okay. What I was gonna say, what I was gonna say is I can't speak on that per se, but I would say that he wasn't in the sense of what I know, he wasn't a real P, and it one if she was real, she wouldn't be hiding money from him, and then she might have been not even ready for that type of lifestyle, and they both were playing him in my viewpoint. So why would she be hiding money from him? Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
she was really down on this team like that. You know, she really wanted to see him get it, and they get it together. But I think it was like his girlfriend, but she, probably hit a few tricks or whatever. But she really wasn't like 10 toes down.
See, and
Like
that and see that's the thing. Like, there's some peas out there who weren't really peas. They were just had a female that they had like a boyfriend and girlfriend type of relationship, and then from time to time, you know, she would do what she do, and he allowed her to do that, and then they might get another female in the stable, maybe one or two, but it was never, you know what I'm saying, over, three, and it was more of a we gonna get money together and I'm gonna let you sleep with these people occasionally and pull a couple of tricks and then it be that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just because you wear a few nice clothes and got a couple, you know, little jewelry shining and all that, that you got with your own work money or whatever, that don't make you a piece. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, on a different note, so about this little zodiac thing, I heard you're a Sagittarius also.
Yeah, I am. I think
When's your birthday?
my birthday is December 15th.
Mm, okay, all right, mine the 12th.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
What's good, Larry? What's going on?
I see Larry in here.
So what's your take on the little zodiacs? I really don't get into all
I
that.
I am I'm
Man,
kind of I used to be bigger into it when I had time to study it and stuff, and I'm into it big time. I would say that that's good for you. You're Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius because I'm one, and I just when I find out somebody's a Sagittarius, I'm like, okay, I'm a fuck with them off bat. What's up, Larry?
how your night going, brother? So what's your take on Sagittarius?
The
Like
male or female, because it's
both. Let's get into both. You know what I'm saying?
okay. So Sagittarius men are you if you deal they're like super cool, super laid back. Same thing with the females. Um, in order to like relationship wise, you have to if you're a female and you're dealing with a Sagittarius man, you have to be very confident in yourself because they're natural born flirts. Just because they flirt with somebody doesn't mean that they actually want them. That's just their type of aura. Doesn't mean that they trying to get with anybody. That's just how they move.
All right. I like that. That kind of describes me a little bit.
It's more to that because you're more than just a Sagittarius. If you do your, which is a whole nother subject, I'm not gonna get into, but I do like Sagittariuses.
We got time. We got time. You know what I'm saying? We can get into it. No.
If you get into all that, yeah, you're more than just your sun sign. But that's cool that you're a Sagittarius. I'm a then you got some extra more points with me then because besides of course I'm a Sagittarius. Besides the Sagittarius, I like Aries. That's another. I get along with fire signs. Leos, we're okay, but Sagittarius and Aries, That's my favorite signs. And then I would say after that, I would say Virgos. And then after Virgos, I would probably say Libras.
Yeah, my brother a Virgo and my son is a Virgo, so
Yeah, Virgos are perfectionists. Virgos shit can be all fucked up and you wouldn't even know it because they ain't gonna let you know that shit at all. They gonna keep up a front.
yeah, that is true.
Trust me, I study it like crazy. I've been like that since I was a teenager.
Larry, what's your sign, man? We got Miss Cleo on the line right now.
I'm not I'm not Miss Cleo. I just know a little bit about astrology. That's all.
So, hey, put me on stacks, a little bit, a little bit of thing, So, yeah, do you have any like social media networks that people can follow you on or anything like that besides
No,
just
no, 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 no. Just like I told you last week, not last week, but the last time we talked, I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. All I have is YouTube because I do too much and I don't need people in my business trying to find me. Larry asked me that too because he was trying to hook up. He was trying to see if I got a Facebook. I don't have none of that. All I have is just YouTube.
YouTube and phone number?
That's about it. That's if you need to reach me, that's about it. And I'll reach you. You ain't gonna reach me. I move too much.
Okay, all right. Larry, any questions for the infamous Miss Lisa Smith?
There it says there's like 8 people in here and nobody's saying anything. That's crazy.
Like Larry and Reek. Well, Reek gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? But Larry saying something. And what's going on? Who's all in the room? Don't like I said, don't be shy. We got Anthony English in the room. He's on the go like Carmen San Diego.
I heard that.
What's going on with you, Anthony? You got any questions for the infamous Lisa Smith? Or any questions for the Too Cool to Con channel? I may not be able to answer it, but I got the connects to answer.
And I should ask Reek when is he gonna get double R back on here. I should ask that, but
He listening.
that is a now some of that's a, maybe that's probably why I like him because he's a hustler too. But he always has some like funny shit to say, but it was some real shit.
Double R.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, double R cool as hell.
So do I believe in being in a full grown relationship or independent on my own? So he said double R's.
Look at Larry right there.
I'm laughing at what he said. Double R said no more videos until people shut their mouths.
Yeah.
Look, I can't do nothing but respect that. Do I believe in full grown relationships or independent? Well, Larry, um, a little bit of both, if that makes any sense. Seeing as though, if you know anything, which y'all probably don't, about Sagittarius women, that we're very independent, but we're it's hard to kind of tame us. Does that make sense? I don't have a problem with being in a relationship. I just don't like being controlled. And I think that's where, not to get too much into my personal business, but I think that's where me and my child's father kind of grew apart. I don't like to be controlled. I like being in a relationship, but I don't like someone telling me what to do and when to do it and how to do it. I don't have time for that. If we in a partnership, I'm not gonna run you, you not gonna run me, we good. Her birthday's the 15th. Oh wow. When is your birthday, Larry? You never answer me. She's a Sag. Why y'all break up, Larry? I wonder why. Let me stop. I know we cool. Sagittarius are some of the coolest people you'll ever meet. I promise you.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you a Gemini, Larry? Uh.
What's the take on Gemini?
Geminis. Oh, two. Geminis are the twins. One, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One minute they cool, next minute they hate your stinking guts. I don't have time for that.
Gemini's are the little two-headed little
Yep,
thing.
they're the twins. Yeah, one minute they be hella cool, next minute they don't fuck with you, and you ain't never did shit to them. They just like that.
I think that's how my daughters are, but they Sagittarius too, though. So
Oh wow.
I think they got a little bit of that in them, you know.
Oh y'all outgrew each other, Larry. Oh, that's life. That's understandable. But no, me and my child's father, we didn't outgrow each other. It became more of, I'll let you guys know a little bit more about me. It once I became pregnant, and that's when things start to change, and he became more or less, more controlling, which I could understand because I was carrying his child. But then when my child got here, it was, I don't like people telling me what to do, and I'm not no I'm just gonna lay down and take everything. That's not the type of woman I am. So, you know, it is what it is.
Like Rick said, hey, speak up, let yourself be known. Who's all in the room? I know it ain't just Larry and Anthony.
It's 9 people in here.
Yeah.
He's a Gemini. Larry.
Speak. It depends on DNA. You know, they can be true, they can be false, you know.
What do you mean by DNA? What's up, Roscoe?
Roscoe, what's going on? Got any questions for the infamous Lisa Smith? Who else is there? There's only like three, 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
5
Just
more unaccounted for.
right. Just not too much. Just getting off work. Okay. I'm probably gonna hit work in about a couple minutes. Once I get off here, I'm definitely gonna be. It's gonna be my work time. Oh yeah, it's like I said, Larry. It your sign is, there's a whole, just you're just more than just a Gemini. You got a moon sign, you got a rising sign, you got your Venus, the ways you communicate is more than just being a Sagittarius. But if you're just looking on the surface part, I like what I said, then it's just a Sagittarius thing. But for instance, I would say that I'm a Sagittarius and my moon sign is Pisces and my rising sign is Leo. So that takes into consideration a whole different other things. But I'm a lot of fire and water, which the two don't mix. So I think that's why I got a lot of personal problems that I got to work through.
Rick said go subscribe to that new channel, Valley of the Pharaohs.
Sure, I sure will, Reek. Yeah, and your parents and your upbringing do play a role in what type of person you are. I will say that my upbringing was all right, but from the way I grew up is one reason why I got into this type of lifestyle, cuz I wanted stuff and I wanted it right now. I've always been like that. I want it when I want it and how I want it, and I think that's what got me to where I am right now.
Okay. All right. Now, come on, people. Let's up and know. It's back to nine. It was just eight. Now it's
I
nine.
know, you see that? Yeah.
We got about how many people we got? Like four? Four people
So
counting with us.
Larry, Roscoe, Reek,
Anthony.
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 Yeah. We got three people,
Anthony.
like three or four people that's unaccountable for. Oh, we got somebody else in there. Cleveland Roberts. He said he's just tuning in. What's up, Cleveland?
Got any questions for the infamous Lisa Smith? Well, let it be known. People don't be shy. Speak up. She's
They
a real
probably don't have
person.
nothing to say. They probably just listening, which is fine.
She's a real person, just like y'all.
Right.
You know.
They probably wondering if I'm real or not. That's probably why they're in here, to see if I'm real. Since I've been on other people's channel, according to them talking shit, when I was just really just asking questions.
Who is Miss Lisa Smith?
Who is? What do you mean, Roscoe? Who am I? Like, am I a lady of like? What do you mean? I am a woman. Like I said before, I hustle, which means, like I said last time when we were talking with Shad, if you want it, I got it. You name it, most likely I got it. If you need it, I can find it. That's what I do.
What's my take on players or playboys? He said put them on the game. What's going on? Well, players, let me see, because sometimes they can go. Matter of fact, Lisa Smith, you answer that, and then I'll come
What's
in.
what's my take on players and playboys? What do you consider a player and what do you consider a playboy? A player are you talking about someone that has multiple women? Is that what you mean? In that case, are you telling each woman that there's more than one woman? Are you not telling the other woman? Are you like that's my thing. Are the women know, do they know about each other, or they know there's other women, they just don't talk about it, like that type of thing? What do I think of the condition? Okay, so like I said last time when I was talking to Shad, I can't speak on the pimp game because I wasn't in that. I never had a man in that aspect. I never had a folks. I will be considered what you would say a renegade in that aspect, where I don't do it often. I do it if I have to. And it's not something that I want to do. It's if I have to, absolutely have to do that, then I will, but I prefer not to do that. And I can't, like I said, I can't speak on the pimp game. I can speak on the game of hustling from the female aspect of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Rick's comment, the players and playboys. You know what I'm saying? My take on the player is, somebody that they got multiple women. They know about each other. He's not in a relationship with any one of them. He's just doing this thing over here, doing this thing over there. And then playboys, I think they're like they just want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like they the women don't know about each other. Players, women know about each other, but the playboys, the women don't know about each other. He's doing this over here with this one, doing this with this one, making her think that she's the only one for him and shit. And he's, okay, I see you later. You know what I'm saying? Going on to the next one house and doing what he do over there. You know, that's my little take.
Oh, well, I don't got time for any of that.
down to situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where we at? Okay, you answered that one. Okay.
Larry Larry asked, "Do I like shy guys? Do you like shy dudes at a certain point or aggressive dudes?" Um, I would say that I like more aggressive dudes, not aggressive like rah, rah, but more of someone that takes control. If he's shy and can take control, that's cool too. But I like more of a
Not
man to take
like
control of a situation.
not like a DMX type of dude. More
I
like
love DMX. I love DMX. I've actually met DMX a couple of times, but that's here nor there. Um, he's a very down to earth person. Like if you've seen him on the street, I promise you, he'll show you all types of love. And I would like to mention that DMX is also a Sagittarius.
yes, I never knew that.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Do you feel players get paid too, as in for big stakes? I mean, they can. You know, it depends on what type of game they're playing. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, it's like, let me see how can I put this? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay. They, it depends on what type of player you are. You know, you can just be in it just for the thrill of having a lot of women by your side and with you, and people see you out. Oh, you got this one, oh, you got that one. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But then, if you play for the big stakes, that means you in it for it all. You know what I'm saying? You got different women. They're not like a P. They're paying you, but they're showing you kind of the finer things in life. You know what I'm saying? They're getting you this, getting you everything you want. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a P relationship where they're just handing you all the money and all that. Yeah, just like Roscoe said, it depends on the level of the game it's working at. You know, so that's my little take. You know, I'm not a player. I'm not a playboy. I'm a family man. You know, that might be the question to ask a playboy or a player.
that's a good point. Um, to go back up to Anthony English, yeah, DMX is very down to earth and he is very super cool. Um, let me go, and then you might know one of my favorite songs, Larry. You is if it comes to DMX. I think in 2018, who are the biggest players? I would say women, because you have Instagram where all these females on here, they're showcasing themselves, and you got so many things at your fingertips with these social networks, and it is like crazy, and it's easier for um a woman to be a player right now than it is a man because of so much that's going on in social media.
Yeah, females now, social media females be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see me naked, get some money in my cash app, and
Yep, you
all
got
this
it.
little shit. Come on, like, why would I pay to see you naked when I can go to the motherfucking strip club or something? Like, motherfucker. And you ain't even probably in the same fucking state I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you gonna come to me? Can I come to you, or is it just like, okay, wow, here's a picture. Hey, give me my money. Wow, it's over with. Fucking motherfucker do with a picture. Okay. You can go on porn sites and all that. You gonna see a bitch naked. So what the fuck is the point of that?
Reek said tricks and sugar mamas are probably the biggest attractors of attention, should I say, in 2018.
Yeah, not more of sugar mama though. It's like mainly tricks though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like women love tricks. You know what I'm saying? That's like everywhere you see. They see the dudes rolling on big rims and nice cars and shit, and they like, oh, okay, you know, VIP in the club and doing all this. Okay, let me see what I can get out this dude. You know what I'm saying? So sugar mamas, it's not like they're not everywhere you look. You know, you gotta dig deep down into a motherfucker's damn near soul to see that they really a sugar mama. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I'm gonna get to these other questions, but I want to say that I think a lot of it has to do with some people. It all comes down to that people want something from another person, whether it be money, attention, love. Everybody has something that they want from somebody else, and if that person is willing to give it to them, and what are you willing to give in exchange for it? That's how I look at it.
Let's go to Anthony. Are true relationships on the decline for 2018? Moving forward, or is it about one night stand, etc.? How you see the future?
I think relationships are on the decline. I think people are too caught up. Social media again has a lot to do with that. People are too caught up on how things are viewed from the outside, how
How they and all that
right,
shit.
how does everybody look at it, and people just can't be honest and say, "Hey, this is what I want. If you don't want that, then let's go our separate ways." People just lie too much now. People have always lied, but now it's just even worse. People want to keep up facades about whatever. I don't know, but
Filters are a motherfucker on social media, so it's like, hey, you see
Anthony,
look one,
oh man, I
you
read
see
that.
okay. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Larry said, "Do you believe in building or a man already, or having it, or you are both having it at the same time?" Oh, um, do I believe we're building with a man? Uh, is that what you're asking me? If I believe if that's what you're asking me, Larry, and I'm gonna get to Reek's question too. Reek's comment. Me personally, I believe in him having a little bit of something and we can build together. But right now, I'm really only trying to concentrate on my exit strategy right now for me and my child because I don't want to be doing this for another 10 years. I need to have an exit strategy. I don't want to be doing this forever. That's the difference between me and other people. You can hustle in some form or fashion for your whole life, but I don't want to do that. I don't want my child to be put in a position where I might go to prison. Who's going to take care of my child? Like, I have to look at that. So I would say I'd rather my man have something we can build a little bit together, but he has to bring something to the table, not have nothing. And then so situationships over relationships. Yeah, that's true. Like nobody wants to be. It seems like nobody wants to be in a relationship nowadays. It's a situation like you know nobody wants to define anything or put words or anything. I don't know. It depends on the individuals. Like people can't be. I feel like I'm a straight up person. I'm gonna ask you straight up if that's what do you want, what are your intentions, and of course people can lie, but eventually your actions are gonna tell on you.
But sometimes the actions can, speak louder than the words,
That's
and they
right.
will make you like, you're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? But actually, they're just trying to really get one thing and see really where your head is at, so they can, move on. So it's like, I don't know. It's a lot of math being pulled off in 2018, 2019.
I
And
agree.
I think it's going to be more and more as the years go on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no relationships and shit. It's just people fucking, playing, pimping, shit like that. But I think now the pimp game is really kind of, you know, increasing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of fake P's in the game and shit, and they're just out just trying to have that name, but not really making a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, it's the game has changed and I can't talk too much about it because I'm not an expert in it. A lot of things have changed because a lot of like I said last time we talked, some of these women don't need peas because you can just set up this that and do it's so much stuff has changed because of social media and access to the internet. And I have to agree with Reek. A lot of people are attention starved and want instant gratification and are thirsty for attention from people. So they put up these facades on social media because in real life they don't got shit going on in their own lives and they want to look like they king shit on doodle hill for everybody, but really in reality they don't got shit going on. I would say that, but you don't quote me on any of that. I'm just speaking
Yeah,
from.
that's real shit though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got some social media shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, motherfuckers be all up on there flossing their little monies and cars and all this shit. Really, it's like you're not really doing nothing, man. You just, you probably got paid or something, from your job, and you just trying to floss it off and do all this shit. Like that ain't. That's not what you need to be. That's really not what social media is for. You know what I'm saying? It's not to flaws make you seem like you're doing better than the next person and shit. It's really just to get friends or do, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The motherfucker take it a little too far.
They do, and that's that social media aspect. And Instagram really changed the game for people. Instagram made more people be more narcissistic in my viewpoint and more about trying to put up these fake images. Okay. Um Reek said, like old school said, what is your feelings if brother's hygiene is not right? Do you tell them up front or do you pretend that you don't notice? I'm gonna say something up front because that's the type of female I am. Like, I'm not gonna be rude. It depends on how he's approached me. How is he? Period. If he's like, you know, cool, I'm not gonna be mean about it. But if he's like not cool, then I'm not gonna be mean, but I'm gonna be like not. I'm gonna try and be respectful because I feel like we're all adults. You should already know how to you be have proper hygiene. Come on now.
But if a motherfucker stank, you don't be like,
Oh
hey,
my God, Shad, you're a
you're not,
fool.
you're not too, you're not too fresh right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not like that, but you just gonna let them know, like, hey, I remember like back in the days, I do like a little party in my mom's basement and shit. When the homies came through, and the nigga tried to mix like funk with cologne, like the nigga been playing basketball, running the streets all motherfucking day and shit, and he just do a little cologne on it. He thought it was something, little females gonna be checking on, nigga. They checking that thing, nigga. They ain't really, what I'm saying, checking on you or whatever, but you know, hey,
You can't do that's trifling. That is so fucking excuse me, I didn't mean to cuss. That's so trifling. It says you're right, Roscoe, when you don't have game, you have to let and see, I don't even want to say it's game. When you don't have a personality, when you don't know how to hold a conversation, when you don't know how to carry yourself, you have to let material things speak for you. What happens when you know, the God lets you to live to be 70 and 75 or maybe 60, 65, and you don't have all that type of stuff anymore and your looks start to change because not everybody is going to be, handsome and fine forever. And, you start to get older. What you going to do? That's when the person you with, are they really there for you for how you look and what you have? Are they there for you as a person?
you
Okay,
gonna be a lonely motherfucker.
there you go. And really, to be honest, deep down inside, people don't like to be alone all the time. You're gonna need someone to take care of you or be there for you. But people like to front, so it is. Let me. Reek said, "Have you gained game from listening to different brothers here on YouTube? Is that how women of today stay ahead of brothers to feel they can run game on them?" Um, I didn't get any game from nobody on YouTube. I've been listening to YouTube for a minute. I listen to different channels for different things. I think women can stay ahead of the game if by listening to certain channels, but also by just having Relationship with like a friend that's a dude, like a homeboy, not nothing sexual, like someone that could put them up on game. Like if you have a brother, an uncle, or of course your dad, but dads aren't as cool as brothers or cousins and stuff that could put you on game to let you know how some men move so you don't fall in them traps. Okay. Larry said, "Do you like one-on-one or family involved?" I'm more of a one-on-one person, Larry, because my family is extremely nosy, and I don't like getting into what I do for a living or what I do to get money. And some of them are very judgmental, especially with me being a mother now. So I like to be more on one-on-one. I'm not into family functions, all that, because people feel like they can ask you all type of questions, and I don't have time for that.
This is Rick comment right there.
So there's a nice way to tell someone that their breath doesn't smell like shit, or their balls don't have the funk of 40,000 years, or their booty is not. Oh my God, he is a mess. There's not a nice. You could tell somebody like, hey, like your body odor is not fresh. Maybe you need to check up on that. And if they get mad, they have no. You should tell them, don't get mad at me. I'm trying to be, you know, a true friend, or I'm trying to be real with you and tell you that you don't smell good. Now, if you want me to be rude, I could say your ass fucking stinks.
Tell them don't get mad at you, get mad at themselves and not wash around.
There you go. Like again, we're all adults. You don't know how to use soap and water. You don't know what toothpaste and Listerine is. I'm just saying.
You get taught that when you're younger.
There you go.
But you gotta make sure that
But
you
see,
express,
you'll be
express.
you'll be surprised how many people do not know how to wipe their ass properly.
I done encountered plenty of them homeboys, you trying to talk to some little chick and all that. Nigga came up to me whispering and said, "Nigga, breath smells straight like shit." Like, hey, fam, you got some gum? Nigga, you need a lot more than gum. Nigga, you need some chlorine in that motherfucker. Man,
Oh
smell
my
like shit.
God. Oh Lord.
I'm kill them germs. Smell like you been eating booty, nigga. Like you just woke up.
You was a mess. I'm not. I don't try to be mean when it comes to hygiene, but if I have to, I will be. Like we're adults here. Like and since I'm a bigger woman, I have to make sure that I'm always on point. So if I'm making sure I'm always on point, you need to be on point.
Point like a target. Okay, any more questions right now? We don't want to take too much of her Lisa's time. She gotta go get it.
That I do. That I do. We've been on here for like 55 minutes, and the questions kind of have slowed down. So
You want to call it a wrap?
we can call it a wrap, and just I don't know, have Reek, or I don't know. I'll figure out when we can. I'll inbox Reek or something, and we can. If y'all want me to come back on here, I don't know. It's his channel. I gotta also
You
subscribe
know
to the
we do.
Pharaohs.
You know we do. You know what I'm saying? Part 3, I was already thinking about it before we came to part 2. Ready for part 3. So, on that note, everybody have a good night. And end it like this, to be continued.
All right.
Part